Hey guys, it's late. I've got AFK with DangerGrey in the morning, first thing to today, I guess, technically. But really quick, I wanted to give you the answers to the questions that I'm getting the most from everybody so that you know how to do the best that you can for the rest of this beta voyage. So we've got 2 days down, 4 days left to go. It's blowing me away. I'm having so much fun. We'll debrief at the end of it. Um, I want to keep this super fast for you guys. Honestly, it's for me and for you. The number one absolutely most important thing for this small closed beta trial is to stay on top of your AFK challenges. Because of the cumulative nature of these, I'm going to show you guys here. Because these add up over time and are constantly going on as passive income, I know I've said this before, but like it's the number one most important thing for you to do. If you want to know how people are getting so far ahead besides just playing a bunch, it's this. You have to stay on top of these. You can't let time go by without doing some. The game makes you do some of them a little bit. Like there's certain it tries to make sure that you're doing it by having you have to meet this expectation level at some point. That's not nearly enough. You need to stay every single time you can't remember how close you were to beating it, go back. I mean, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, go back and do a few more, go back and do a few more, go back and do a few more. You got to stay breakneck on these. And here's why. Look, so right now I'm at 149. I'm kind of hard stuck on the 150. It's it's tough, man. If you don't have, I don't have Rowan. If you guys who have Rowan, I'm so jealous. You guys were saying you're jealous of my Smoky. Like Rowan, if something hits really hard, neither Smokey nor Hewen is going to be able to get off their heels. I want to keep this fast, so I'm just going to tell you what I came here to tell you. Otherwise, this will be, you guys know, like half an hour. Um, we're at 149 right now, and I'm making 37k XP. Just 10 more floors of this, and it's here, yeah, at 161. So 10 floors, 40k in 10 floors. So that's a difference of what, 2500 XP per hour. That's the thing, is it's per hour, right? So this is increasing by almost 10% increase per hour in 10 floors. We're already 150 floors up. I mean, it's massive. It's massive. So if you're even 10 floors behind in 3 hours, that's too much. It's too much. You got to stay on top of these. That's the tip. Just trust me, stay on top of them, push, 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 because over time, it will add up. It will get you where you need to go. Second thing, don't waste your arena attacks. In the arena, you only get, it's like 8 or 10 attacks a day. Don't be like me. Don't attack people that you think you want to know if you can beat them, because you only get 8 attacks per day. So if you want to get ahead in the arena and get advanced to the next area of the, and here's why you want to, by the way. Here, look. The rewards, first time rewards. There's a few reasons you want to. First, look, so I haven't even been to the 1600. I mean, like, I could be way beyond that if I wasn't messing around trying to beat the top people all the time and having close calls and not winning. So you just want to be, and also it's just not my style to beat down on the little guy. I'm always trying to get the guy way up there. But in this short, small time trial where we've only got 6 days to get as far as you can, for you guys that want to get really far, you need to at least find a middle ground. If you don't like beating up on the little people either, if you're like me, you gotta find someone you can comfortably beat. Um, so for every time you break through these, that's a big amount of, that's 1,000 diamonds. You do that twice, that's almost another 10 draw. You want as many 10 draws as you can. This is how you're gonna do it. Plus, the daily rewards, the weekly rewards. Weekly rewards are going to compound on Sunday, okay? So we are going to get those this week. It's at the weekly reset, which is Sunday resets, which is whatever time resets is for you on Sunday. About a day and a half from now. So then the daily rewards, this goes up, right? So once you get up to that next bracket, that 170 becomes 210. That's huge. Big differences. That's a huge one, right? Look at that. So from Elite 1 to Elite 2, not a big difference, but it's these little... Anyway, you get it. There's big differences. I'm trying to keep this fast. I'm going to keep moving. I could talk about it a bunch. Doesn't matter. Just, you got to take my word for it. Do that. Just here. So I could attack... So my team is... Here's where you can see what your team is. Your best 5, or the 5 you were using last or something, is up here, top left. Okay. So 1600, but 34k. Like, I can probably win this, but that's not even a totally sure thing, man. Like, here, I'm gonna refresh to show you guys what is and isn't safe, right? So 31k at 1500. This is ideal. Like, you don't need to go down to someone ranked at 1350 if you're... So I'm talking about... This is in regards to me, right? So I'm at 14... Let's find out what I am. What am I? I'm 1486, okay? So 1486. So this is someone who's even with me. This is... And also, you can see where my score is. And that shows you how many matches I've been losing. Like, if I'm 39k, I should be seeing people that are like 55, and because of how I play at the level at which I play, but it's because I've been losing. So at least when I lose, it's only a few points because I'm going for someone way up. But that don't do it. Just take the wins, take the W's. You will thank me. It will help you. This is a video about how to do better. And I need to stop getting off topic because I'm not editing this. I'm literally throwing it up as it is. Okay. 1491, 31. This is anyway, this is ideal. See, this person, it's about the same combat score, but like they're weighted. So this is like kind of the sweet spot, because we could also go up here and that last person that we just were looking at was like 34k, right? But and around the same here. That was like almost, that was a reach, the one that I pulled up a second ago. Peanuts is probably in our sweet spot. Sorry, Peanuts. And yeah, I guess I was using Sylvina. Actually not a bad idea. Might do it. Wait, really? Oh, I see. I can't really target Smokey there, can I? Because of where he is. Wow, that's clever, putting your healer there on this map. Look, yeah, you can't really target him there. Neat. Yeah, see, in this row here, you can't target this person. That's clever. So they can't just take her out with that. Take him out with this. Oh, they have Smokey and Rowan in? Wow, okay. So, do I go for Rowan, or do I just go for CC edit? Because that's where his damage is going to come from. It doesn't matter. We're going to crush him. So, let's just do this like this, I guess. Okay, I'm overthinking, honestly. It'll be easy. But to be safe, I'm going to take him out and put Smokey in here. And honestly, like, this is probably the safe spot, but I'm going to go with it because there's something to be said for either one. Maybe nervous. Getting nervous. All right. And so we got 36 points. That's beautiful, right? And last but not least, I'm not editing this. You guys are getting all this raw. Wait, I had 2 more. I wrote them down. I'm not fucking around tonight. I gotta go to bed. I gotta stream in the morning. I'll be streaming all day tomorrow, Saturday, and all day Sunday. Please come by Sunday morning. is my lore show with Mysaldate. She's an absolute Esperian history genius. We're passionate about Esperia and the lore that keeps these stories going. It's just some of the most undervalued, underrated fantasy writing out there. I mean, it's truly that good. So if you don't know much about it, come check it out. We also have a lot of videos up already on the YouTube here. Check them out. My show is called the Esperia Chronicles. You got to come see it. I'm not editing this, man. This is what it looks like when I do a raw take. Okay. What's my last thing? 2 more things. Gear upgrades. Check this out. This is maybe the best well, they're all really important advice bits that you're getting here. This one is maybe one you won't find anywhere else. Maybe all of it is. It probably all of it is. I mean, if I can find it. Oh my god, it's late. I'm tired. Equipment. Here we go. When you are upgrading equipment, be a bit conservative. Not a lot of conservative. You don't have to be super conservative. Just you want to keep. There's a rule too. I'll keep it easy for you. You want to have at least a 10. I wish I had enough of the resource in order to show you guys, but max forging level. I can forge anything up to level 60, right? So here, if I had enough of the resource to do it, it would let me forge this or this or this. These are all 55, but I wouldn't. You want to have at least a 10 level gap between what your max forging level is here and the thing you're forging. And by doing so, you will conserve resources. So these would be fair game on my rogues. The other rule, however, is make sure that it's a class that you're... So the one you want to keep the most upgraded is Marksman, because that's where most of your damage is going to come from. No matter what roles you've gotten, I promise you your damage is coming from your Marksman. Almost certainly. Maybe not, but almost certainly no matter what heroes you're using. You see these heroes. These are the good ones for damage doing in the game so far. I mean, that'll change. It won't always be that way. But right now, and especially in a 5 or 6 day test, in the late game, the end game like we're doing right now on the long-term beta server, some of my best damage comes from some of my like Cassidy does insane damage. But you need to build her. You may have a good Cassidy already in this. I doubt it. I think you need to build her up to levels that we're not really going to be able to achieve here. But especially if you're in the low levels here, you may have a Cassidy, and if you're in the chapter 1, Cassidy is probably on fire for you. If you're using a mage for your main damage, by all means upgrade your mages. Just keep an eye on what classes you're using, because for me, I'm not using my mages almost at all. I am using Viperian some now in PvP, so actually I started keeping this a little more current. You can see actually they're decently upgraded now. But up until just a couple hours ago, I was not upgrading mages at all unless I rolled the gear on its own. I wasn't spending any of the resources to upgrade it because I'm not using my mages. So be aware of what you're using, and don't upgrade a class that you're not using much of at all, right? It's just a waste of those resources, and you don't have unlimited of them. And the other thing with the keeping at least a 10 level gap before you upgrade something is because you don't have enough resource to every 5 levels do all of the gear. Every 5 levels do all of the gear. That's never going to happen. So make sure you don't upgrade something that's only 5 levels off, because it was already doing pretty good. It didn't need it. It didn't need it. That's the idea. Last but not least, oh yeah, this is a great one. When you have the hero trials and it's a single hero trial, I don't think I know where there are any. Maybe this guy. This might be one. I don't remember. This one? That's a crystal defense. These are a bitch, huh? These are hard. These are tough. I don't really know how to tell you quickly how to help, and they're all a little different, the crystal defenses. But there is a rule I can help you with for your single hero one. So when it's a trial like that, a tactical, I don't know if they call it tactical drill. I think they call it like a single hero trial or something. Um, whatever it is, where you have one hero and you put them in, and then there's waves of enemies coming at that one hero. I wish I knew where there was one so that I could show you guys. But I don't. When you click on the hero, God, that's not right. What are the words coming out of my mouth? Man, I'm tired. When you click into that battle, on the left side of the screen, okay, so over here, there will be some text here. So you're in the, here, one, at least imitate. Okay, so you come into here, and so over here, there'll be some text, and it'll say some of the rules or whatever the rules are for this particular battle that you're in with this one hero. Towards the bottom, it'll say whether the enemies are immune to a kind of damage. Generally, they'll be immune to either magic or physical damage. And that'll be kind of like part of the trick of getting through it. And then up here, you'll see like usually there's 3 waves along. You see these things I'm clicking on here. There will be 3 waves usually for the single hero trial. Okay, so we've established you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, great. Where it says what the enemies are immune to, if the enemies are immune to magic, use Valen. If the enemies are immune to physical, use Eddie. And yeah, I know. Eddie is not a physical damage doer. Fucking crazy, right? Not as crazy as changing Eddie's fucking name to Odie, the dog from Garfield. Are you kidding me? This video's not about that. Please, in every comment that you guys make when they ask you in the surveys what you think about the game, please ask them to change Eddie's name back. Eddie deserves his name. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm sad about it. That makes me really sad. But I'm talking about this character whose name is Eddie and has been for the last year plus. We know all about Eddie and his story and his getting trapped in a cage, and he keeps his pipe in his pocket, and they don't know that he can shoot with his magic poison darts. And it's a really great character story that Eddie has. They changed his name the last patch. I swear it was a typo. I don't know why they would change it to the buffoon dog from Garfield. But this video is not about that. Anyway, if the enemies are immune to magic, use Valen. Trust me. Valen's underrated. He's probably the most underrated hero for early game. He's no good later on. But for this 6-day trial, if you're not using Valen and you're not deep into chapter 2 or so, because I'm starting to get to where he's not quite as good, but try him if you haven't tried him. He's really good. And if it's immune to physical damage, which is what Valen does, try Eddie. Good night. I hope the rest of the test goes well for you. I'll be streaming all day Saturday, all day Sunday, a good part of Monday, probably on Tuesday as well. Twitch.tv/DangerGrey. You guys are awesome. Ask questions in the comments below. Let me know what you want to know. Come by the stream. I love answering questions on the stream. Stay safe, Esperians. Oh, and we're covering Bantus on Sunday morning. We do a different episode every week. Mysal and I do of lore. Sunday morning, the Esperia Chronicles on my Twitch on AFK with DangerGrey. We do the Esperia Chronicles every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. PST, which is when the show starts. Bantus. We're covering the whole Bantus episode on Sunday. I'll see you there.